We also get to see you do a little bit of close-up magic, like sleight of
yes.
hand. Is that actually you doing that?
It is, very badly. Yes, Aziraphale, there are two things that make Aziraphale. Aziraphale is quite stressed out. He gets quite anxious and alarmed about things quite easily. But there are two things where all his nerves and anxiety disappear. One is doing the gavotte, dancing, which we also see later on, and the other is doing magic. He loves it. The idea of doing, which is so funny because the idea of someone who just is magic, loves the idea
who
of
can
doing
literally miracle anything into being.
But he loves doing terrible coin tricks. The joy of that and how much it annoys Crowley as well.
Crowley finds it infuriating.
Yeah.
He said, "You want to magic something up? Just magic something up."
Now, does that translate into real life? Because you seem pretty enthusiastic about magic in general.
I love magic. I love magic. I am a big fan. I can't do it. I'm terrible, but I love watching it. I'm such a good audience member for anything, really. I just love watching stuff that's good. And I do love magic very much. Are you a magic fan?
I love a magic fan, yeah. I am a magic fan, yeah. When it's done well.
Yeah.
But it is one of those things that is done badly.
It's even better.
In a different way.
In a very different way, yeah.
Was there ever any interest in you playing Crowley and David playing Aziraphale? Or
well, we tell the story, don't we, that when they do the theatrical tour of this, we'll just swap parts every night. We'll alternate.
I love that.
Yeah,
that would be so much fun.
Yeah.
And then people would have to come twice.
Exactly.
Yes, you see.
Smart.
Yeah.
It's a gold mine.
And without giving any spoilers away,
be careful, but go gently.
There may be, if you watch the show at some point, an opportunity to see how that might work.
Okay. I think I know what you might mean.
Okay. All right. Say no more.
Had both of you read the books before getting this job, or did you know?
Well, I had. I read when the book came out. I was at drama school in London, and I read the book. I'd read a few of Neil's Sandman comics before then, so I was a big fan of Neil already. So when the book came out, I got it and read it and loved it. So I am one of those fans who has waited 30 years for this to happen, and so being a part of it is both incredibly exciting and very scary because I know how people feel about it because I'm one of those people.
And for me, it was completely the opposite. My first experience was when the script arrived, and I read this wonderful, glorious script that took me into this bonkers world with these extraordinary characters. And then I read the book, and then because I was then involved in the show, I then started meeting people who were going, "You carry my dreams in your hands. This is the most important book I've ever read.
Please don't crush my heart,
exactly,
my spirit."
And whilst that's terribly exciting to find yourself in the middle of something that people are so enthusiastic about, there's a responsibility to that.
Yeah.
Which is why having Neil be the one who's done the adaptations and the showrunner and be at the heart of it.
Gives us great cover.
Yeah, absolutely. Just blame Neil.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're no stranger to that, being a Doctor Who veteran.
Yes. But when I came with Doctor Who, I'd grown up with that show. I was a massive fan, so I carried my own dreams that time. But when it's almost more difficult to carry others' dreams because you're so aware that something means so much to people, and you want to give them the adaptation they've been dreaming of.
Now, can you tease? I know we talked about some of the more fun scenes that are coming up for both of your characters. Can you tease one of the crazy things that we get to see?
It kind of starts off pretty bonkers and gets madder.
Yes. Yeah.
As the world sort of gallops towards the apocalypse, it heats up in every sense of that word. Yeah.
I mean, having watched it, I think one of the most powerful images and sequences is when Crowley, it involves fire and a car, his car, and there are some images in that I think will stay with people for a long time.